Hello, young man. I'm here to talk to you about a very important topic, one that can make all the difference in your life, and that's the value of conflict management. You see, in a world filled with uncertainties and challenges, it's crucial to learn how to navigate through difficult situations, just like I do when I'm out there fighting crime as a vigilante. As someone who has faced numerous adversaries, from the Joker to Penguin, I've had to develop a range of skills to stay calm under pressure and make rational decisions, even when the stakes are high. It's not always easy, but it's a skill that can be learned, and I'm here to guide you through it. First and foremost, it's essential to understand that conflicts are an inevitable part of life. They can arise in various forms, whether it's in personal relationships, at work, or even within ourselves. The key is to learn how to manage them effectively, without letting emotions cloud our judgment. When faced with a difficult situation, it's natural to feel a range of emotions, from anger to fear. However, it's crucial to take a step back, breathe, and assess the situation objectively. This is where the concept of emotional intelligence comes in. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and understand emotions in ourselves and others, and to use this awareness to guide our thoughts and actions. As someone who has worked with a range of allies, from Robin to Commissioner Gordon, I've learned the importance of effective communication and conflict resolution. It's essential to listen actively, to understand the other person's perspective, and to communicate our own needs and concerns clearly. This can help to prevent misunderstandings and escalate conflicts. Another critical aspect of conflict management is empathy. Being able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and understand their feelings and motivations can go a long way in resolving conflicts. It's not about agreeing with the other person, but about understanding where they're coming from. In addition to emotional intelligence and empathy, it's also important to have a range of strategies for managing conflicts. This can include things like active listening, problem solving, and negotiation. These skills can be learned and practiced, and they can make a huge difference in our personal and professional lives. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How do I develop these skills? How do I become better at managing conflicts? Well, my young friend, it's not always easy, but it's worth it. It takes practice, patience, and a willingness to learn and grow. One of the most effective ways to improve your conflict management skills is through self-reflection. Take time to think about your own strengths and weaknesses, and how you respond to difficult situations. Identify areas where you need to improve, and work on developing those skills. Another approach is to seek out feedback from others. Ask people you trust, such as friends, family members, or colleagues, for their honest feedback on how you handle conflicts. Listen to their perspectives and use their insights to inform your own growth and development. It's also important to learn from your mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and we all make mistakes from time to time. The key is to learn from those mistakes and to use them as opportunities for growth and improvement. In my own life, I've had to learn from my mistakes and adapt to new situations. From the time I first started out as a vigilante, I've faced numerous challenges and setbacks, but I've always tried to learn from those experiences and to use them to become a better hero. As you navigate your own life, you'll face your own set of challenges and conflicts. But remember, it's not about avoiding conflicts altogether. It's about learning how to manage them effectively. It's about developing the skills and strategies you need to stay calm under pressure, to communicate effectively, and to resolve conflicts in a positive and constructive way. And always keep in mind, my young friend, that conflict management is a skill that takes time and practice to develop. It's not something you can learn overnight, but with patience, persistence, and a willingness to learn, you can become a master at managing conflicts. Now, I want to share with you a few strategies that have worked for me over the years. One of the most effective strategies is to stay calm and focused, even in the face of adversity. This can be challenging, but it's essential for making rational decisions and resolving conflicts in a positive way. Another strategy is to seek out support from others, whether it's a trusted friend, family member, or colleague. Having a support network can make all the difference in managing conflicts. Don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. It's also important to prioritize self-care. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health is essential for managing stress and conflict. Make sure to get enough sleep, exercise regularly, and take time to relax and unwind. In addition to these strategies, it's also important to have a clear sense of purpose and values. When you know what you stand for and what you're fighting for, It can give you the strength and courage you need to navigate even the most challenging conflicts. As I look back on my own life, I'm reminded of the importance of having a clear sense of purpose. When I first started out as a vigilante, I was driven by a desire to make a difference in my city, to protect its citizens from harm. And over the years, that sense of purpose has only grown stronger. Now, I want to share with you a story about a time when I had to manage a particularly difficult conflict. It was a few years ago when the Joker had escaped from Arkham Asylum and was wreaking havoc on the city. I knew I had to stop him, but I also knew that it wouldn't be easy. As I faced off against the Joker, I felt a range of emotions, from anger to fear. But I knew I had to stay calm and focused if I was going to have any chance of resolving the conflict. I took a deep breath, assessed the situation, and developed a plan to take down the Joker. It wasn't easy, but in the end, I was able to apprehend the Joker and bring him back to justice. And as I look back on the experience, I realized that it had taught me a valuable lesson about the importance of staying calm under pressure and of using my skills and strategies to manage conflicts effectively. As you navigate your own life, you'll face your own set of challenges and conflicts. But remember, it's not about avoiding conflicts altogether. It's about learning how to manage them effectively. It's about developing the skills and strategies you need to stay calm under pressure, to communicate effectively, and to resolve conflicts in a positive and constructive way. And always keep in mind, my young friend, that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to seek out support from others, whether it's a trusted friend, family member, or colleague. Don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. In addition to seeking out support from others, it's also important to prioritize your own self-care. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health is essential for managing stress and conflict. Make sure to get enough sleep, exercise regularly, and take time to relax and unwind. As I look back on my own life, I'm reminded of the importance of prioritizing self-care. When I'm taking care of myself, I'm better able to manage stress and conflict, and to make rational decisions, even in the face of adversity. Now, I want to share with you a few final thoughts on conflict management. As you navigate your own life, remember that conflicts are an inevitable part of life. But with the right skills and strategies, you can learn to manage them effectively and to resolve them in a positive and constructive way. Remember to stay calm under pressure, to communicate effectively, and to seek out support from others when you need it. Prioritize your own self-care and make sure to get enough sleep. Exercise regularly, and take time to relax and unwind. And always keep in mind, my young friend, that conflict management is a skill that takes time and practice to develop. It's not something you can learn overnight, but with patience, persistence, and a willingness to learn, you can become a master at managing conflicts. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.